After a breakup, it's pretty typical for people to play this sort of game of trying to pretend like they don't care. It's easy to think, oh, well, hey, I got to move on, got to show them that I'm the more valuable one, I'm the prize. Got to hit the gym, got to get in shape, got to make them think that they're missing out on this. But you can only keep that charade going for so long. People can only hide behind staged photos on social media or puffed up, postured proclamations on social media that they don't care anymore, that they moved on, that they were over you like that. They might have cried for 10 minutes, but because they're so strong, so resolute, so stoic, they've moved on right away. But that's not how it works. People can puff themselves up all they want to, but they can only maintain that state temporarily. The truth is that the mask will slip sooner or later. And when that mask slips, that's when you'll know how they really feel. That's when you'll know how much they really miss you. So how do you know when that mask slips? How do you know when they're actually starting to miss you? Well, it's when you see an act of desperation. And that can come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. But it could look like them reaching out to you and calling you. It could look like them sending you some sort of message that says, I miss you so much, I can't keep playing this game anymore, I can't do this anymore, I just miss you so much. That's what happened to me with my big ex that I talk about from time to time on this channel. It could be that phone call that comes when you least expect it. It can come as, maybe one of those missed calls. One of those enigmatic missed calls that you somehow don't notice because you put your phone down for a second, and when you come back and you pick it up, it says that they called, but they didn't leave a message. And when you try to call them back, when you try to message them, they don't answer. It could also look like them trying to move past their own pain, their own hurt, trying to fill that void with something else, rather than truly admitting to themselves that the problem is that they miss you. They might try to rush into a rebound relationship. They might try to get into something new because they want to tell themselves, hey, look at me. I'm in a new relationship now. Someone else wanted to be with me. I must have moved on, because that's what somebody who did move on would have done. They would have gotten into a new relationship. So because I've gotten into a relationship, therefore I must have moved on. Therefore this pain in my heart must have ceased. I must feel better now because someone else wants to commit to me. But that's just masking the pain. That's just masking the pain. Just as you might see them acting out of character, doing things that they wouldn't have done when they were with you, and maybe going out to clubs, drinking too much, doing drugs, hanging out with all sorts of sus people. That could also be that sign of desperation. But obviously the rebound relationship thing, that's fairly common these days. I don't want you to fall into the trap, though, of seeing these desperation moves and believing it. I don't want you to believe it. You're smarter than that. You know that. You know that someone can't just bounce back from a relationship as intense and strong as what you had with them in however long it took them to find that rebound, a month, 3 months, whatever. You know it can't just be that easy. After all, you are still carrying all this pain with you. I need you to trust your instinct that says they're still carrying this pain with them too. Because when they hurt you, when that pain in your heart was ripped open, it also ripped open pain in their heart as well too. And they're carrying that same wound, the twin wound to the one you feel. They could be trying to mask it. They could be trying to hide it. They could be trying to pretend it's not there. They could be trying to dull it or silence it with chemicals, with drugs, with alcohol, with smoking, with all sorts of things. But it's not real. You know it. They know it. And so when you see that desperation move, whatever form it might take, whatever it might look like for them, I want you to remember that it's coming from a need deep down where they're starting to acknowledge just how important you are to them. If you want to know more about how to understand your ex's emotional world after the breakup, please feel free to check out this video right here. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next one.